Overview of Power BI. Power BI allows you to analyze and visualize data so that you can make better business decisions. There's the Power BI desktop application and the Power BI service. Reports are created in the Power BI desktop application and then published to the Power BI service. The Power BI service is where you can engage with dashboards, workspaces, and apps. In the Power BI desktop application, begin by importing data or connecting to a data source. Click, transform, and shape the data in the table view, alternatively known as the data view. Then, model the data by editing relationships between tables. When the data is ready, start creating a report by adding visualizations to the report canvas. There are many visualizations to choose from, and you can even download more from AppSource. Visualizations allow you to gain new insights into your data so that you can tell a specific story. Once the report is ready, publish it to the Power BI service. The Power BI service can be accessed from the browser. On the Microsoft 365 homepage or from any web app, simply click the App Launcher icon and select Power BI. The Power BI service is where you can find and utilize workspaces, dashboards, and apps. Dashboards allow you to add tiles from multiple reports so that you can see important metrics at a glance. Workspaces are containers for Power BI items. My workspace is private, whereas workspaces are shared. Apps are collections of related dashboards, spreadsheets, data sets, and reports bundled together for easy distribution. Although Power BI is capable of being very complex and sophisticated, remember that you can use it to the capacity that fits your needs. Some professionals simply view reports, while others create and publish them. Some organizations may find creating dashboards or apps useful, whereas others may not need to work with them. Use Power BI to analyze and visualize data so that you can make data-driven decisions. Understand Power BI licenses. The kind of Power BI license you have will determine capabilities and features you will have access to. In this lesson, we'll take a minute to learn about these tiers and their capacities or limitations. The free license. Users with a Power BI free license can access content in the Power BI service from My Workspace. They can also view shared content if their organization has a Power BI premium subscription and the content was shared with them from a premium capacity. They cannot share content. The Power BI Pro license. Users with the Power BI Pro license can publish content to other workspaces and share dashboards. Additionally, Power Pro users can subscribe to dashboards and reports and share content with users who have the same license as them. They cannot distribute content in a premium workspace to users with a premium per user license. Instead, they can only distribute content in a premium workspace to users with a free license. The Pro license also restricts users from viewing content in a Power BI Premium per user (PPU) workspace and from utilizing paginated reports or AI capabilities. The Power BI Premium per user license. Users with the Power BI Premium per user license, also called the PPU license, have the greatest amount of capabilities. With the PPU license, users can publish content to other workspaces, shared dashboards, and subscribe to dashboards and reports. With a PPU license, users can share content with other users who have the same license as them, and distribute content to users who have free and pro licenses in premium workspaces. What's more, users can view content in any workspace that is shared with them regardless of license type, and utilize paginated reports and AI capabilities. Checking to see what kind of Power BI license you have is easy. In the Power BI service, click your profile icon. The License Type area will display your license. Understand data importation and the table view. The first step toward integrating Power BI and Excel is importing your Excel datasets into Power BI. This is the obvious first task when operating within Power BI, because without a dataset, there can be no report. When working inside the Power BI desktop application, you can import data from a variety of different locations. You can connect to a data source by using the Get Data feature on the Home tab. After importing your data, the next step is understanding how to view that data. The Power BI desktop application gives you full access to all features for creating reports. You can transform, model, and visualize your data in one application. When you first open the Power BI desktop application, you will see 4 icons on the left-hand side. These icons represent the report, table, model, and DAX views. These views all serve a different purpose. The details will be covered during the course. Over the next 4 videos, you will learn the purpose of the table view, how to navigate table view, and 3 ways you can import your data into Power BI Desktop, including how to import data from Excel. Following that, you will choose from one of these methods of importation to get started on your own report. Ready? Click Next to begin. Overview of the table view in Power BI. The table view, also known as the data view, allows you to view and edit your data after it has been loaded into the application. This view can help you make informed decisions about your report by allowing you to review the data down to the row level and examine it from different angles. Since the table view shows data after it has been loaded, note the data icon will not be visible if all data sources are based on direct query. Use the data pane to select or search for a table you want to view. The data grid displays all columns and rows from the table. You can right-click a column for options, such as sorting. To filter a column, select the Filter drop-down for the corresponding column. Once you have reviewed your data, you can perform certain actions to add or edit data directly from the table view. From the Home tab, you can select new data sources to connect to, navigate to the Power Query Editor to transform the data, and refresh the visuals in the report with the latest data from the original data source. From the Table Tools tab, you can edit the table and manage relationships. In the Calculations group, you can create new measures, columns, and tables with DAX expressions or formulas. Measures are calculations performed on data using formulas or expressions that summarize your data and can be used to create visualizations. In the formula bar, enter DAX expressions for measures and more. The new measures, tables, and calculated columns you create will appear in the Data pane. From the Column Tools tab, you can edit a column's name and how it is formatted. In the Properties group, you can set the summarization and data category options for a particular column, which will impact how the data is displayed in all visualizations in the report. For instance, you may want to display the count of a column or categorize a column as a city so that Power BI treats it accordingly. From the Sort by Column drop-down, you can choose a column to define the sort order of another column in the report's visualizations. Additionally, you can combine multiple values into one by creating new data groups. Use the table view to gain further insights into your data and make well-informed decisions about your report. Import an Excel file into Power BI. You can import data from an Excel file as a table, spreadsheet, or both. In the Report view, click the Import Data from Excel card. Locate and select the file you want to import. Click Open. The Navigator pane allows you to select what data you want imported from the Excel file. When importing Excel data into Power BI, you can choose between individual tables or entire spreadsheets. Tables are structured data sets with defined ranges, allowing for focused, efficient data import, enhancing performance and clarity by importing only necessary data. In contrast, importing spreadsheets brings in all data from selected sheets, offering comprehensive access and flexibility, useful for varied or complex data structures. This distinction caters to different needs: tables for streamlined, specific data, and spreadsheets for full access to all sheet elements. Providing both options ensures efficient and effective handling of diverse data import scenarios. To import the spreadsheets or tables of your choosing, select the correlating checkbox. Once you have selected all the data you wish to analyze, click the Load button. The data is now loaded and can be worked with in all views. Use Get Data to connect to data sources. In Power BI, you can import or connect to data from files, databases, the Power Platform, Azure Online Services, and more. From the Home tab, click Get Data. Select the data source that you want to import data from. The steps will differ depending on the option you select. In the Open dialog box, locate and select the file. Click Open. In the Navigator window, select the checkboxes for the sheets you want to add. If you want to open Power Query Editor to transform the data now, click Transform Data. If you want to load the data now, click Load. The selected data is loaded and ready for further use. Try a sample dataset from Power BI Desktop. You can import data from a sample dataset right from your Power BI Desktop. These sample datasets provide a way for new users to practice with datasets as they gain familiarity with the Power BI software. With these sample datasets, you can analyze, modify, and visualize already existing data. Click the Use Sample Data tile. Click Load Sample Data. In the Navigator pane, locate the Display Options area. Select the datasets you want to import. Click Load. Your sample dataset has been uploaded. You can now work with the dataset to practice your Power BI skills.